What's good, YouTube? Hope all is well with you. This is Devalian Scents coming at you once again with another fragrance review. And this is my first one of the year. So from me to you, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of my subscribers, as well as those who are not subscribed and you're still watching. I appreciate you as well. We are getting into it again for the new year. We're starting off with a winter staple for me now that I have discovered it, I would say about 5 months ago. And I've been wearing this ever since then. And it is from the House of LATTAFA. Yes, all aboard the LATTAFA train. I am on it and I've got a special reserved seat, if you will, first class. But I've only got 2 fragrances, so I don't have a whole lot. But the 2 that I do have that I got based off of what I saw in the notes, I am enjoying thoroughly. And we're going over one of them in this video. Once again, shout out to all my subscribers. Please continue to watch and like and share this video with other fragrance enthusiasts and those who are just looking for a fragrance that is affordable and that they can rock out in the wintertime and cold weather. So once again, from the House of LATTAFA, this is QAA'ED. And so this is the bottle out of the case. Beautiful gold bottle in a black case that it comes in. And this juice is amazing. This is amazing for $20. You gotta smell it first. Then you'll have the same reaction. $20 for this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, it's a certain way that the Middle Eastern brands do oud that to me separates them from everybody else. Not to say that they're better than everybody else, but they just have their own special niche in the oud world, if you will. I do like how they mix oud with spices. It is very, 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 very appetizing, if you will, and smells really good, especially when you mix it with some of my favorite notes. And we'll get to those in just a minute. But shout out to all the Middle Eastern brands that do oud well. It's really a niche that they have that, to me, like I said, they have their own special place in the oud world that nobody can touch them. Again, there are plenty of other brands and countries that do oud well, but the Middle Eastern brands, their oud is amazing, and the way that they mix the spices with them is amazing. So we're gonna go over the notes for this one. Again, only $20 USD. So I get it from fragrancebuy.ca. So of course, CA, when you look on the CAD, when you purchase, of course, that's going to be more than the USD. But USD, $20. This is amazing. So we get into the note breakdown, and we have on the top cinnamon, cardamom, and bergamot. Middle notes are saffron, sandalwood, cedar, and carnation. And then the base notes are vanilla, oud, amber, and leather. So from the top, I definitely get the cardamom, a little bit of cinnamon. I get saffron, which I really do enjoy. I get a little bit of sandalwood. I don't get any cedar or carnation, but that's fine. Now, I do like a little bit of a floral note in these types of fragrances because it gives it a little bit of a pop in the middle. It gives it a little bit of pop. That's what I always liked about the Rose and Creed Aventus. It was like you had this, the way that Creed Aventus smells, and then that rose just gives it a little pop. Kind of like when you wear a nice ensemble with some black shoes, it just gives it a pop. But it didn't have it in there, but that's okay because this thing works magic even without that floral note, without that carnation note. And then especially because of the dry down, the vanilla, the oud, and the leather. The leather is the anchor of this fragrance. And so I just enjoy this from beginning to end. Gotten compliments off of this. Even if I didn't get compliments, I would still rock this. So we're gonna go ahead and let you see. Got my trusty strip here. And let's see. Yeah. Now a little bit of freshness that I'm not used to smelling here. But then that goes away pretty quickly. And the cardamom comes through, and the saffron, and then I go straight to that dry down. It's oud, it's vanilla, and it's leather. And especially when it gets dry, that leather is just, I have never really been that big a fan of leather notes. Never really been that big a fan of leather notes, but I've never smelled leather with these notes as well. I've always smelled leather just kind of by itself, a leather dominant fragrance, or I've smelled leather with a bunch of fresh notes. But with sweet, spicy, leather works amazing. So if you can keep making notes, making fragrances like that, whichever brand you are, and you mix leather with vanilla and oud and amber and saffron, you pretty much got me. You've got me. Because this is absolutely what I like. It's got the strength. See, I like to look at myself as like I'm a quiet strength kind of guy. Big guy, but still quiet strength. I'm not arrogant and flamboyant all the time, but I've got that quiet confidence. I've got that quiet strength. And this gives the strength from the leather, and at the same time, that vanilla and the saffron and the cardamom just smells delicious. So I'm strong and delicious. Yes, I said it. I said it. Yeah, and this will make you strong and delicious as well. So strong and delicious is this fragrance here. So again, we've got the cap there. Got the sprayer. So this is, like I said, from the house of LATTAFA. Amazing fragrance. Again, for $20, you can't beat this. You cannot beat this for cold weather fragrances. So for cold weather, if you're going out, I'd say 4 to 5 sprays, you're good. Skin or clothes, it's up to you. I do a little bit of both. If you're indoors, I would say watch it on the trigger. I'd say about 2 to 3, no more than 3, and you'll be just fine, especially if you're around a lot of people. But you shouldn't need much more than 3 if you're indoors. But outdoors, I'd say you can go 4 to 5. Like I said, combo of skin and clothes, depending on what you want to do, and you'll be good to go the rest of the night with this. People will still be smelling you even when this is on the dry down. From the top all the way through to the dry down. This is an amazing fragrance for $20. Probably the best cheapie that I've smelled to date. The best cheapie that I've smelled to date. And that's really saying something, because a lot of what I review is cheap and it's affordable. And I want others who are on a budget to be able to get something that's really nice. This is nice. This is beyond nice. This could easily be going for a lot more, in my opinion. And if this was probably any other brand, I would say other than a Middle Eastern brand, it probably would be going for a whole lot more. But get your hands on it. Like I said, $20. Even if it's not your cup of tea, I'm pretty sure you can sell this and get it, or give this to somebody who will enjoy it. Most definitely. So once again, this is LATTAFA QAA'ED. That's again the best interpretation of how it sounds that I've heard. I tried QAA'ED, that doesn't sound right, but QAA'ED sounds about right. So once again, this is the Valiant Sense. Believe until you stop breathing, and I'll see you in the next video. No.